everyone. Welcome to Astro Reads with AMZN. I am AMZN, and today we are getting into our July reading for Libras. So let's just get started with this, okay? Oh, Libra. As I said in the previous two readings that I've done today, air signs and Cancer season aren't the best of friends. Lots of emotions, and that's absolutely okay. Libra, you have emotions. Air signs, you have emotions, and it's important that you do your best to recognize those within yourself. Libra, especially you, because you are ruled by Venus, you have that wonderful, lovely, divine feminine energy as well, or receptive energy as well, and it's a gift. It's not a curse, as much as it may feel that way sometimes. Lean into that, okay? We're gonna do a nice little general spread, and move into love and romance, then move into career and finance, and then get some advice with an oracle pull. So let's get started. And I'm using the Mermaid Tarot deck. What's going on for Libra in the month of July? Ooh, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the energy for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus this month of July? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Okay. Start with these three. Alrighty, my lovely Libras. Alright, so there's definitely been some major movements happening for you. But I also feel like it's not in the direction that you maybe want it to go in. And I say this because first we have the Magician here in reverse. So, you might be in this place where you are really looking to manifest, where you're really looking to create more for yourself, but something still isn't adding up, or there's still some setbacks or something that's in the way and blocking that from happening, right? You might have Virgo or Gemini placements. You might be working or dealing with someone that has Virgo or Gemini placements, but there's something here that is still kind of in the way. Because right after that we have the Hermit in reverse, another mercurial card, so very, very heavy Mercury energy right here. I feel like there's been tons of things on your mind, and that's why we have the Page of Swords in reverse right after that. There's a lot happening in your mental space right now, and I feel like it's causing disruption. I feel like that's why it's become a bit difficult to manifest certain things for yourself. You might have just came out of this kind of self-imposed isolation, or whatever the case may be, going back into work, or stepping into a new position, something, but it doesn't have you feeling as confident as you would like, because we have the Page of Swords here in reverse. There's something in your mentality that is preventing the manifestation that you want to see, which is why the Magician is here in reverse. I feel like, again, you might be doubting your ideas. You might even be caught in a loop of scarcity, in regards to the ways that you speak to yourself, in regards to your faith in your ideas. You know, you might be kind of psyching yourself out before you even give yourself a chance to try and maybe fail, but you tried though, you know? So take some time to sit with yourself and maybe get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. That's what I feel. Do some journaling. I feel like you want someone to talk to about this, but you are also in a place where you don't trust anyone to be vulnerable enough with them, or you feel like you're not really going to get the insight that you need. And so even though the Hermit is here in reverse, you might have to turn back in, or back within, and do a little writing, do a little journaling, some scripting, some releasing that way, you know, so that your headspace is okay. And so with all of these cards, honestly, because Mercury is about communication, right? So your headspace, you want to make sure that your headspace is okay, because that's where everything starts, right? In the mind. How are we talking to ourselves? How are we speaking life into ourselves? Are we speaking life into ourselves? Things of that nature. All right, let's see what's the overall energy here. Yeah, because you know, you have the 10 of Cups in reverse as the overall energy. So I also feel like there's a lot at play in regards to your emotions, and, you know, recognizing where things maybe aren't working out, recognizing that it could be your emotions that is making you feel, you know, question your capabilities. You know, you might be dealing with some difficult emotions. What used to fulfill you isn't fulfilling you now, so that may be a little bit difficult to maneuver, which is totally understandable, because, you know, we have our ideas of what we want for ourselves and things like that, and, you know, life happens as it happens, and those things change, and sometimes it's hard to deal with those changes, right? And it's making you impatient with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse after that. So, you know, take a little bit of time to, like, evaluate how you're feeling, get those thoughts out on paper, and talk to yourself, sit with yourself, do some grounding, speak with your guides or ancestors, whatever you do for your faith, you know, tap back into that, and really reorganize what's going on up here, reevaluate what's going on up here, and how that translates into your actions and what you're trying to create and manifest for yourself. Okay, Libras? It's gonna be okay. I promise. And I don't make promises, but it's gonna be okay. So, let's move into love now. Love and romance. We're going to start with single and dating Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for y'all in July? How is your love lives looking? Oh, my nose is so itchy. Ooh. That just means my guides are here. Single and dating Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on in your love lives? I'm actually going to read that like that. Okay. And, you know, what do you need to be more aware of in regards to love and relationships? Oh, that was fast. Okay. Yeah. So, the first card that came out was the Eight of Cups, and it came out this way. Sometimes I read sideways, and I read it as a turning point for whomever this is for. So, single and dating Libras. But the Eight of Cups here, there is something that you want to maybe completely detach from, but you're still having difficulty doing so. It could be because, you know, there is something that is still holding you or connecting you to this person emotionally, right? Because Cups is about emotion. But it's something that maybe you aren't being honest with yourself about, or maybe still aren't even that aware of. But you do know how you feel presently, and you do know that you don't want to hold on to anything that you don't need. So, you know, with this, you may have to revisit something. And that doesn't necessarily mean with whomever this is with. It could be like you on your own, like journaling it out, discussing it with family or friends, and being really, really honest about how it's making you feel, or how it made you feel, and how you're feeling now, and how it may be impacting how you're feeling now, right? Because we have the King of Swords with what you need to be aware of in regards to love and relationships. And, you know, with the King of Swords, it's, again, just speaking up. It's standing firm in what you're saying, speaking truth to your power, you know, not avoiding conversations that need to be had in regards to setting boundaries, in regards to your requirements, your standards, and things of that nature, right? Because when you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait until it comes to fruition, whatever that may be, until things fall apart, and then you want to say something, it's like, why did you keep yourself trapped that way and not speak up for yourself the moment you felt those things, and instead of putting up with whatever you were putting up with for so long? Why are you doing that to yourself, right? And that's what you have to ask yourself too. How can you get out of that? And how can you begin to speak more truth to your power when you feel it, and not wait and be passive or indecisive, and waiting for things to unfold, or trying to keep the peace when you are creating war within yourself still? Okay? Because, you know, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands as the overall energy here for this. So that means that when you do that for yourself, then you're able to really move and celebrate yourself, and attract that energy that you actually want in your space and in your life, because that's what you deserve, right? When you show yourself that you can be honest with yourself, then that opens the door for more vulnerability and for people to be honest with you as well. When you have that honesty in your relationships, it becomes easier to have difficult conversations. It becomes easier to even maneuver if things don't end up playing out the way that you saw them to, because you're able to open up, you're able to acknowledge that, yes, I do feel this way, or no, I don't feel this way, and that's what that is. And you have that compassion for yourself, and you'll be able to have that compassion for whomever you're dealing with, and doing so will, again, make it easier for you to manifest all the things that you want for yourself. Okay? So, now for the committed Libras in monogamous or polyamorous relationships. Yeah, see, like, my throat is starting to hurt. And not because I've been filming readings, but because you need to speak up, Libra, okay? Your throat chakra, clear it out, speak up, and say how you feel for real, with compassion. Let me add that, with compassion. don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to deflect. You don't have to be super nonchalant and act like you don't care and act like it doesn't bother you, because that's not honest. Unless you do feel that way, then say that, right? But again, you don't have to be rude about it. So, let's see what's going on for committed Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in polyamorous or monogamous relationships. Okay. Let's see. What's going on? Ooh, for committed Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And what do they need to be aware of in their relationships? Oh. All right. So the first card that came out here was the Tower in reverse. So the Tower is very much Aries, Scorpio energy, Martian energy. So you may have Aries or Scorpio placements. You may be dealing with an Aries or a Scorpio or someone with those placements. You all are reaching a point where certain things are happening within the relationship, and it requires care, it requires compassion, it requires softness, right? Because this Tower is in reverse here, you know, it can really be something that, again, you haven't been addressing, and now it's time to address before the Tower actually does fall. And like I said, waiting for things to play out instead of saying it when you need to say it, that only creates war within yourself, right? And he's, of course, a Martian card, right? Mars is the god of war. Like, don't create war within yourself in that way, or war within your relationship that way either. So if there is something that you've been tiptoeing around, or you feel that your partner is tiptoeing around and they're not being honest, or you're not being honest about it, say it. Open up, start the conversation, right? Because we have the Two of Cups right after that. So it's like you are fulfilled, or you will be able to keep fulfilling each other in this relationship and pouring into each other's cups. But you have to reach a point where you don't wait to see how certain things play out for the sake of keeping peace. Right? You have to disrupt some things sometimes. But in doing so, you're doing that with caution, you're doing that with compassion, and you're doing it honestly, right? Because like I said, when you're able to do that, then you are able to figure out how to be there for each other in fuller ways. You're able to understand how to fill each other's cups up, and do so with grace and honesty. Ooh, yeah, because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles here. You know, I also feel like maybe it could be a money thing, you know, that is something that you wanted to talk about, or something that they might want to talk about, but it's kind of difficult to talk about. But regardless of that, you know, managing what you're building with your partner or partners is important, and understanding what it takes to keep these things afloat and to keep them balanced, right? Because you're all about balance. You want fairness, you want honesty and equality in your relationships, right? Because then we have the Emperor in reverse after that. So if you are not doing this, like I said, this is Aries card, so strong Aries, strong aggression, strong aggressive, determined energy here. But if it's in reverse, then it's getting misdirected, and you don't want to again fall into this place where now you're becoming a bully, or now where you're not being considerate of your partner or partners, or vice versa. They're not being considerate of you and your needs, or how you all are building this thing together. And like I said, with Venus and Mars both in Leo, Mars being in a fire sign, like, you might push too hard. You might harp on something too much, or they might harp on something too much, or they might push something too hard and force, use excessive force in trying to accomplish something, and that creates issues. That will turn the tower from reverse to upright, and shit will hit the fan, or shit could hit the fan. So keep these things in mind, okay, Libras? Whew. All right. Yeah, see, my throat don't even hurt no more. All right, and now we're gonna get into career and finance. What's going on for the Libras? Career and finance. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for Libras in their careers and finances? For the month of July. Oh, well, that's beautiful. How can Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus form a better relationship with their career and finances? All right. All right. Okay, so the first card that came out was you, Libra. Justice, right? So I feel as though this is saying that you are showing up as you are in regards to the things that you want to do for yourself, the career choices that you're making, the money that you're putting into things. I also feel as though if there was something that you were dealing with before, maybe working with a partner, or just being at a job and not feeling like maybe it was the right fit for you, or like you were getting your due diligence, feeling like you were acknowledged and understood. That's definitely going to happen for you now, right? You're going to feel yourself moving into this place where you feel seen, you feel heard, it's fair, you are working with people that you like, you're putting your money into the things that you believe in also, right? The number 11 here, that's a master number, also in regards to your faith and your spirituality, and understanding how all of that is connected to the work that you do as well, right? You're having a better understanding of that. But we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. So, I feel like if you've been in a space of lack, that's why this Queen of Pentacles is showing up in reverse. It could also be like, I feel like this is somebody else too, someone else operating in scarcity, maybe a coworker, a business partner, something, they're not able to really fully grasp the vision. That's what this feels like, and it's worrisome, and they're not necessarily understanding where the stability is going to come from. It doesn't feel safe for them. It might be a risk. This feels like it could be stocks, investments, crypto. That's what it feels like. That kind of like worrying, like, well, how is this going to work out? Like, I don't really see where I can put my feet and stand firm. Or this could be you feeling this way too. But know that when you have more faith in yourself, the better opportunity there will be for you to be where you see yourself, even if it doesn't pan out exactly as the way that you thought it would, or how you wanted it to, right? Trust that when you operate from a space of abundance and from a space of faith, that you will come into that abundance that is meant for you. And in regards to how to better your relationship with your finances and career, we again have the Tower, but it's here up right now. So if there is a move that you haven't made because, again, you're not exactly sure how it's going to work out, and it makes you a little nervous in that way, you're feeling a little scarce, and how you can build up from this move for yourself, the universe is going to show you. Okay, again, Martian energy, Aries, Scorpio. You might have these placements. You might have business partners or coworkers with these placements as well. And again, with Mars and Leo right now, I also feel like this is just making sure that you are not making money moves out of lack. Also making money moves out of indulgence or overindulgence, right? Because that means that you are giving into excess, and when you give into excess, then now your scales are off balance, and now you have to do the work to bring it back to balance, and that is what this Tower is saying. So if something was off balance, again, even with having a scarcity mindset or just not trusting your capabilities, the Tower is going to fall, and you're going to see why you needed to trust yourself, or why you needed to have faith and just not be afraid to take that leap, right? Yeah, because at the bottom of the deck here, we have the energy, the overall energy being the Six of Wands in reverse. It's not going to feel victorious. You might feel like you missed out on a major opportunity, right? Because this is the Tower here. You might have felt like you missed out on a major opportunity for yourself, and it may be a little difficult to deal with that when you recognize and realize that. Okay? But after that, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you can, even though we had the Queen here and we dropped back to a 3, that means rebuilding, right? When the tower falls, you have to build again. You have to collaborate. You have to reach out. You have to restructure. Okay, and that's what Saturn in Aquarius retrograding is showing us right now. Restructuring, reworking, placing new foundations, all of that stuff. Okay, Libra? It's going to work out, though. Even if it doesn't feel like it's working out in the moments, again, being intentional, being honest about those things, checking yourself before you wreck yourself will really help. All right. So lastly, let's get a little bit of advice and any last messages from my Crystal Medicine Oracle deck. And let's see if there's any advice for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any last messages or advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Woo! Let me try that again. I'll take that one. As much as I love being outside, I am definitely that person that runs away from all the flying things, except butterflies and dragonflies. But bees and other ugly crawly fly things, no thanks. That's bad. I'm trying to get better. Spiders also give me the freaking heebie-jeebies. Anyway, so let's see here. Yep. Look, this is amazing, okay? First, we have creativity here. Fire being the totem. Fire energy is representative of creativity, passion, all of that stuff. You know, you might have been feeling like your flame is a little dim. So tap back into the things that you enjoy to do, the things that make your wheels turn in a creative way, right? You are ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, art, aesthetics, all of that. So this is your whole thing, and remember that about yourself. After that, we have rebirth. Spring is the totem. The crystal for this creativity card is Bixbite. The crystal for this rebirth card is Shiva Lingam, and the number is 21, which breaks down to a 3. So the 7 here is, like I said, that combination of, I think I said that in Aquarius's reading, but I'll say it now. 7 is the number of the abstract and the concrete, understanding how those things really are interconnected and fused together in very intricate, complex ways, and how, because they are interdependent, it's a constant exchange of energy in that way, and recognizing that you have the power to do that within yourself too, and that starts with your thoughts and all of that stuff, and manifest through your actions. You'll be able to tap more into your creativity. With this rebirth card here, you know, there's a few tower cards that came out here, so you know it's time to emerge anew. It's time to build better foundations for yourself, pick up better habits, and release what isn't working. Plant new seeds for yourself, and prune what doesn't have any more life, what's no longer growing. Okay, and lastly, we have personal power here. The totem is a power animal. You see that there is a bear and an eagle in here. Again, I feel more Scorpio energy. Eagle is representative of Scorpio, the phases of Scorpio. And then we have chrysotile as the crystal here. So personal power comes from speaking it and thinking it first, right? And so, like I've been saying throughout this entire reading, when you're more honest about what's going on within you, and you can say it, and you can name it, and be real about what that is, then you have embraced true inner power. And this also takes away any leverage someone could have over you in trying to shame you for what you've been through, or what you've experienced, or who you are now, because you already know that, because you've already spoken it and you've already said it, right? And that also goes into speaking life into yourself, and knowing that you are deserving of the things that you desire. Okay, Libra? So speak up. Be real with yourself, because then you will invite that honesty and that realness into all aspects of your life. Okay? Thank you for tuning in. I hope this resonates with you all. If you'd like a personal reading, I'm open for bookings. Make sure you like and share with the homies. Subscribe, of course. If you want to leave a tip, I'll leave my information below, and you can do that too. And I'll see you all next month.